We're trying this again. I don't, we are here. Companions. No, that's not it. It is Barrack. Yeah, let's get the discussion over with. Ah, so we can gather the party in each home. Okay.
So, here's the thing. We need to find a way into the deep roads. Bartrand can lead us to the right place once we're down there, but we need a good entrance.
Any entrance would do, wouldn't it? Well, unless a dragon's sitting in it, I suppose.
We need an entrance that's close to our destination, but isn't already plundered or filled with darkspawn. Fortunately, I've received some new information. There's a Grey Warden in the city. If anyone knows how to get down there, it'll be him.
Why would a Grey Warden know that?
The Wardens don't just fight darkspawn. They forge into the deep roads all the time. And if he doesn't know, he might be able to point us to those who do.
Are there any other options?
None at the moment. Bartrand had an entrance lined up, but it was a bust. I'll keep looking, but if we don't find something, we'll have a fancy expedition with nowhere to go.
Wardens aren't the circle, so.
Sounds like you have it all planned out, Varric.
And that, Messer, is why I'm here. Supposedly, this Grey Warden came in with some other Ferelden refugees not long ago. A Lowtown woman named Lorene has been helping the Fereldens. We talked to her. Maybe we learn where he is. I'll keep after my contacts, see if I can drum up any other work.
The Grey Wardens. The first blight has already raged for 90 years. The world was in chaos. A god had risen, twisted and corrupted. The remaining gods of the Venter were silent, withdrawn. What writing we have recovered from those times is filled with despair, for everyone believed, for the greatest archons to the lowest slaves, that the world was coming to an end. At Weishart Fortress, in the desolate Enderfells, a meeting transpired. Soldiers of the Imperium, seasoned veterans who had known nothing their entire lifetimes except hopeless war, came together. When they left Weishart, they had renounced their oaths to the Imperium. They were soldiers no longer. They were the Grey Wardens. The Wardens began an aggressive campaign against the Blight, striking back against the Darkspawn, reclaiming lands given up for the lost. The Blight was far from over, but their victories brought notice, and soon they received aid from every nation in Thedas. They grew in number as well as reputation. Finally, in the year 992 of the Venter Imperium, upon the Sidon Plains, they met the Archdemon Dumat in battle. A third of all the armies of northern Thedas were lost in the fighting, but Dumat fell, and the Darkspawn fled back underground. Even that was not the end. The Imperium once revered 7 gods: Dumat, Zazakel, Toth, Adderall, Razakel, Luskakan, and Uthermel. Four had risen as archdemons. The Grey Wardens have kept watch through the ages, well aware that peace is fleeing, and that their war continues until the last of the dragon gods is gone. From Ferelden, Folklore and History by Patrine Chantry Scholar.
By all means, lead on.
Talking to man.
What are you looking at? Are you one of them?
What's them? Mysteries of Kirkwall, Chapter 1. It's difficult for many to comprehend today, but there was a time when Kirkwall was believed to be the very edge of the world. It was Emerius then, named after its founder, Magister Emerius Craven, and it was but one outpost on the very fringe of the Winter Imperium. There, the Magister's serfs worked the quarries for the jetstone needed for the mighty Templars of Menethreath. After a slave rebellion nearly burnt the temple to the ground in the great city, it was determined that a center for the slave trade would need to be established well away from the most civilized parts of the Imperium. Though this account may be exaggerated, since the notorious Archon Venarius Asar narrowly escaped assassination at the hands of an elven slave at the time. Because the new slave outpost would become wealthy beyond imagining, competition among prospects reportedly took over 20 years to resolve, resulting in great bloodshed in the frontier, well away from the Archon Eye. Magister took arms against Magister, most in the form of small armies of serfs and mercenaries. Over half the slaves in existence allegedly died in these battles before Emerius was finally chosen, thanks to the marriage of Craven's son to the Archon's daughter. Within a mere decade, the mighty fortress was erected on the cliffs where Kirkwall now stands. Over 1 million slaves passed through its gates before the Imperium eventually fell, an unimaginable number by today's standards. The Craven family itself became patrons of the next 3 Archons and was one of the driving forces behind the extensions of the Imperial Highway into the Ferelden Valley, a move that would cost them considerable political influence after the resistance of the Amari tribes. During its height, Emerius was a jewel to rival the mightiest of the imperial cities and the greatest center of civilization outside the Winter. From Kirkwall, the City of Chains by Brother Genevieve 924. Dragon. Here. Back down.
Stop looking at me.
What's your issue now, little Hawke?
Don't call. Just don't, all right? You're looking for fodder for your stories.
Do you think you're that interesting?
I have enough trouble being overshadowed as it is. I don't need to get caught under an imaginary me, too.
No.
Don't you worry. I'm not in the business of lullabies or children's stories.
Suspicious lady.
Hey, friend. Could you spare him a few silvers? I've got children to feed.
Don't bother me.
Okay.
Welcome to the Hanged Man.
What's the word on the street?
You hear about the Earl of Redcliffe? Some say Andraste herself reached down and cured him so he could unite the
Oh,
land.
he woke up.
Any other news?
The craziest thing. Apparently, the pigeon population has taken a nosedive in Ferelden. Weird, huh? What kind of sick individual preys on those innocent things?
Pigeons?
Any other news?
People say Meredith's the real power in Kirkwall, not the Viscount. Even Dumar answers to her.
Meredith? Huh.
Any other news?
You ever met the Viscount Dumar? The man doesn't use his head for anything but storage for fancy hats.
Okay.
Thanks. I should go.
Anytime. So he comes down wearing nothing but his boots. We have a few drinks and everyone's laughing at him, but he doesn't care.
You heard about that Deep Roads expedition? They say anyone who goes down there is going to be rich. You don't think only drinks served down there, do you?
What happened to the drink? That was
You heard about the hero of Ferelden?
Yes.
water drink.
What makes a hero a hero?
We need that. I lost 3
I bet you
copies.
could. I'll bet you a dozen layers.
Oh boy. Snipe. Darktown, Lowtown, Hangman, Docks. We have to go through Lowtown.
Never a shortage of idiots who think they can take the streets in the dark, but good reward in getting rid of them.
Alright. Go City Slums. Just wanna make sure there is. Nope. How annoying. Alright. It's a lot of... There we go. A lot of sharpshooter. Ew. Oh, that's different. I still need the sharpshooter. Merit. Ending shot. Two.
Now you fall!
Seriously? Let's go there.
Another ball! How about you?
There is one here.
Get back!
Always an injury kit. We need health potion. Save. Barrel. Yep. Health potion we needed. Damn son. Where are you, my guy?
Hey, you got any dust? Dwarf dust? I'm hurting here.
Wow. Injury.
Every piece of equipment in the Free Marches begins here.
Nothing to say to you. Back where we started. There we go. Gambling. Hi, mother.
Hard to believe they left me nothing.
Well, Mother was pretty steamed when you ran off with your Ferelden apostate.
I'm still their daughter, their eldest.
You're the old. Okay. Writing desk. Hawke. A dwarf named Anso contacted the Red Iron looking for contract work. Wish I could take him up on it, but we've pressing business, so I recommended you. The dwarf pays well, so don't be a fool and miss out. Look for Anso in the Low-Town Bazaar at night if you're interested. Taking it. Letter from Marine. You were a pain in the ass to deal with, but a bloody talented one. If you get sick of being just another unemployed refugee in this shithole, maybe we can grab a drink. If there's any odd jobs my boys can't handle, I'll send them your way. Okay, that's right. Greetings. You do not know who I am, but I have heard of you. I understand you might need items from my collection, as well as the means to obtain them. I do not extend this invitation to anyone, but you are not simply anyone, are you? Consider this an invitation to the Black Emporium. Enclosed are directions to the bypasses underneath the city, as is the charm to enter. If you give the charm to another, its permission will immediately be revoked, and the consequences will be unpleasant. Adieu, Zenon. Duty. To whoever elects to participate in the charitable deed of assisting Vale's family of Starkhaven. His Most Worthy Highness, Prince Sebastian Vale, has provided instructions for anyone brave and noble enough to attempt the eradication of the rabble who dared attack his family. 3 groups of Flint Company mercenaries have been sighted in the Kirkwall vicinity. One group makes camp not far from the Elves of the Sundermount mountain range. The second has been seeking information on the docks after nightfall. The third is far from the main road off the Wounded Coast. They are believed to have a small campsite well past any known landmarks. A princely award awaits whoever finds and defeats all these rogues. May the Maker guide you, Channer Talitha. Oh, we have storage. This is Carter's. Throwing it away. Just us. Doggy.
He wasn't like this in Lothering. I think he misses the open fields.
What's wrong, boy?
City life not agreeing with you?
He just needs to get out more. Don't you, boy?
Gambling might miss him.
But if he's with us, who'd keep Gamlin's debt collectors away?
Take it. I'm sick of what's-his-name staring and panting.
Gamlin, honestly, a Mabari understands what you say. Try using his name.
What's wrong with Dog? Real easy to remember.
Yay. Let's do... What's a strong dog name? We did Hunter for Argent. Let's do Tight. One of the first things that popped up. I actually like Tight.
I'm with you, sister. For now.
Or we can do runes, start a rune system as well. We don't have anything for it, but we can. Mother.
My children have been in servitude for a year. They should be nobility.
If wishes were poppy, we'd all be dreaming.
You mean this is real? No wonder I can't wake up.
And here I thought that Ferelden you ran off with was a mage, not a jester. Your mother was supposed to marry the Comte de Launcey, and instead she ran off with some Ferelden apostate. You don't get to stay the favorite when you do that.
Where is Father's will? If I could just see for myself.
It's not here, all right? It was read, it went in the vault. No one needed to look at it again.
I know the Amels were nobility, Mother, but not much else. Why don't you ever talk about them?
The Amels have been a noble family in Kirkwall since Garahel drove out the Fourth Blight. But we've always carried magic in our blood. It's been a stain on our lineage. No family of good standing would ever marry into a line with magic. When I chose your father, I was bringing more magic into our line, not less. I think that's what hurt my parents the most.
Did Grandfather mention Mother in his will at all?
Our father died when you were still in Pinafores, girl. You can hardly expect me to remember.
Oh, of course not. Why should you do something reasonable?
I think he's lying. 100% lying.
Please, Uncle. We have a right to see it for ourselves.
Maybe so. But you won't be seeing the bloody thing. It's still locked up on the estate, and that's long out of my hands.
What daft bastard leaves that behind?
It was old news. You think I've been sitting here for 25 years waiting for Leandra to slink back?
Who bought
what,
the estate,
20?
Gamlen? Perhaps I could speak to them. Was it the Reinhardts?
Please don't be the person
No
you're
one you
supposed to
know.
marry. Okay.
Get used to Lowtown, sister. That's where we're going to stay.
Something's not right. Rumors. Wayward Son. The number of Templars raised in low towns. Elven alienage. Act of mercy. Enemies among us. Someone's. Okay, some stuff we can't do that. Yeah, we can't do yet. Wolves. Healer. Lowtown Lyrene. Okay, because we should be. Something's not right.
Maker, what a mess. I want to make things better for Mother, but some of what Gamlen says, I'm having a hard time hating him. Playing caretaker for someone else's life. Stuck in their shadow. That's no way to live.
Oh.
Something you need to say?
Look, if you want to join the fight over who lost the most, fine. But I never lived here. Mother even gave me her old key to try and stir something. But I didn't know Grandfather. Finding his will doesn't matter to me.
What is the diamond? What's the diamond? Diamond is... I need to look at the manual. Blue, angel, nice, laughing, funny, obviously. Fist, yes. Heart, flirt, olive, peace. Cross blades, fight. Fingers, crossing down line. Breaking line, neutral. tough. Wait, the diamond. What is the diamond? Legit. What is this diamond? It's too many. Let's try.
She tried her best to give us what we need. I think she's due the same.
Oh, I see her side. Gamlen's definitely an arse. But it's not like we can just ask slavers to give back that life.
What have you heard?
Uncle's a chatty drunk. He was up to his neck and signed everything over. That's who has the estate. Apparently, the most extensive wine cellar in Kirkwall is now a slave highway from the Undercity. That's the family legacy.
East Highway. Well,
That sounds like an arrangement that needs to change.
And what if it does? We still aren't important enough to actually live in the place.
Baby steps, Carver.
All right, sister. If the key works, we'll clear the estate from the Undercity up.
ooh,
I don't know if this will help, but I do feel like hitting someone. I'm with you, sister.
Carver, you're a good person.
For now.
You really are. Now.
I think this is the same cheese that was here a year ago.
A note addressed to gambling. Payment is now 2 months late, Dara. Interest accused, as you are well aware. You will find yourself barred from our establishment unless payment is made. Think no better card sharp or numbers runner in Kirkwall will deal with you. I certainly hope this matter is attended to before steps are taken. Let us avoid further unpleasantries. Gallard. Examine.
Looks like the dog's trying to tunnel his way out of this hovel. Can't blame him.
At all. You really can't. Where did mother go?
I always wanted to bring you children back to meet your grandparents. Wish we'd stayed in Ferelden.
Get out of my face! Your mother's bad enough. I don't need you nagging me.
He's so annoying. What is all of this? Oh. Special deliveries. Tomes allow Hawke to instantly learn abilities that improve with attributes. Hawke, use as Hawke to acquire them. Okay. What? Bait and switch. I have no idea. Codex. We've done that. Eater of Antiva. These brightly painted bowls are prized possessions among the Antivan pirates. A rain of arrows can clear the deck of an approaching ship and light fire to its sails. Apostate courage. Among the Magi, some still whisper of Kalet the Renegade, seeking freedom from beneath the Templar's heel. He fled the Chantry with a cabal of his most loyal acolytes. They reached the mountains before the winter squalls and lived there as free men for one glorious season. The spring thaws brought a vast mercenary army, however, paid for and led by the Templar Order. Wanting to avoid bloodshed, Colette and his acolytes surrendered peacefully and allowed themselves to be made tranquil. Ring of Resilience. This faceted iron ring pulses with mysterious energy. As the beating of your heart increases, so does the intensity of its glow. Seeker's Bulwark. Emblazoned with the symbols of the Chantry, Templars and greatly scarred from use, this large iron shield bears an unseen weight. It has been warded against magic to better protect the seekers who wield it in the pursuit of apostate mages. Might of the Sin. The heavy Quinari sword is exquisitely balanced. Although no nicks mar the edge, the bloodstains on the leather grip suggest that it has been seen its share of battle. Ooh, nothing there. Letters and notes. Duty. You've read that. Barely confident. Back to our streets. Before. Okay, letters. You can now check the desk of your house for correspondence. New letters will arrive throughout the game. Tomes. Tomes allow Hawke to instantly learn abilities or improve attributes that are used as soon as Hawke acquired them. Tome of the Mortal Vessel grants 1 tribute points. Tome of Techniques ability. Unlearning. To relocate ability. Ooh. Boost of the Frozen. Ugh. Air of confidence. After averting a disaster at the Circle of Macam, Evra was given this ring by the first enchanter. Though the air of correspondence is not as eye-catching as the other famous ring, it is said that Evra always wore it even when sleeping. The exact magical properties of the air of confidence are a subject of much speculation against minstrels. Amulet of Ashes. A ruined piece of charred wood hangs from its setting of half-melted gold. Holding it over an open flame, however, reveals his powers. In the flickering flame, the gold recedes into some former shape while the wood burns brown and reveals his grain. Blood Dragon Armor. Commissioned by the infamous Neverin Dragon Hunter. This armor was crafted in a time when dragons had almost been hunted to extinction. Infused with the beast's blood, the armor gains notoriety after the hunter died at the hands of the men rather than the dragons it was designated to protect him from. The Far Cliffs of Kirkwall. Written by a Ferelden refugee as she fled the Blight, this book of poems describes the dreams of a new start in Kirkwall, the city across the sea. Readers will be surely enriched by her insights. Peter's Razor. In Kirkwall's seedier quarters, fortunes have been built on the slave trade. This ancient dwarven blade undoubtedly commanded a high price, but Hayden could clearly afford it. Who says crime doesn't pay? Oh, this is a lot. Dora's Blue Flame. This weathered silver amulet has passed through many hands over the years. A deep blue sapphire almost glows in a certain light. Although time has faded its intricate engravings, the amulet has a certain majesty about it. Trophy belt, Everest. This grisly belt is filled with monstrous teeth, chipped blades, scraps of fur, and armor fragments. Each piece is said to be a trophy collected by Everett during his many adventures. Everett's might. When Everett gained notoriety by defeating the Blood Sisters of Vinishdale, he was wearing his signature ring. Although the massive size of the solid gold ring attracts attention, it served a more practical purpose for Everett. He used it to punch demons in the face, sometimes felling them in a single blow. What all did we get? This is a lot. Fire damage. Hostage. Ooh. 30%. I like sticking the cold. Next. Hostage boosts of frozen noise. Cold resistance. What kind of boost is this? Oh, it just says boost. This is a lot of crap. Ivo's family. No. Amulet of Ashes. Cold resistance. Enemies drop better equipment. Mana regeneration. Confidence. Might. Resilience. Stolen Shadow. Deep Green. Healing to this character. Nature. Death blows. Oh, Family Crest. Defense arm. Immunity to knockback. I'm doing that to the brother. Even though we're the oldest, I feel like it should go to us. Yep. Everest trophy belts. Ironed hindsight. Hylar's belt and Teven Garrote. Okay. Amulet. Healthy armor. Confidence. Obviously. Ooh, rune of fire. A weapon rune that adds fire damage, rune of impact, rune of protection. Memento of legacy. No. Okay. What? Kirkwall Low Town. We've read that. No. War. Nope, nothing added there. Does it have to be us? Magic. Cunning. Dex. Abilities. 1. We do need a damage. Sure. Elemental. Winter's Grass. Fireball. Winter's Grass. The Chevalier's Estate. What is happening here? Memento of the Mark of the Apostate's Legacy. Oh, this is our father stuff. Malcolm is our dad. Take. Seriously? We are full. Fugitive's Mantle. Do we not have a belt? Everest Trophy, Iron, Hindsight. Constitution, nah, Hindsight. Gloves. Malcolm's Honor. Spirit damage. Oh, boost with level up. That's annoying. But we're using our father's stuff. Save. Okay. we're gonna sell that. Dropping. Selling that. This is a lot of stuff. Inner eye though. Bring up the awakening. Anders. I don't even have Anders yet. Doros, Amulet of Ashes. Huh. We can always come back. Archery. Oh, we're flying. You know what? Let's leave. Back in all time. Mainly because I want to do this. Our bro goes first. Great sword. Great sword. Attack speed, knockback. Two-handed attack speed. Next. Huh? Mage. Restriction. Marion Hawke. Elysian Silk Boots. Level 11. Okay. Root. Confidence. Threat generation. Not picking. Enemies jump better. Whispers trophy. Iron. And amulet. Health regen. Nope. Confidence. As you need it. Disarm, deep green. Merit. Less threat regeneration. Honey. Physical crit. Yeah. Okay, and now fade share. Weapon and shield. Oh, it's Wesley's shield. We'll hold it for her. Ashes resistant. Oh, fire damage. Resistant. Might. My lord. I wanna. Oh, barber. Wait. Oh, everyone must have leveled up then. Carver. Giant. Let's see. Passive. With the air, generates a shockwave. Yeah. Wait. Crit staggers. Let's do nope. Let's do Sunder. No, let's do Giant. Strength. Dex. Oh, still up there. That's fine. Dex. Cunning. Precision. Huh. You know what? Let's do sabotage. Nope. I don't like the rush. Improved formula. Strength. Con. Will. Your sword and shield. Battle master. Rally. Fine. Dex. Con. Cunning. Magic. Will. Now I want to go back. Put Wesley stuff in. Wesley shield. Let's do. I do need to get this stuff out. More. Okay. Fade shear. The core of this blade is old as the first smiths who sought away the battle of the nightmares from the land beyond. It has brought the demonic host in countless battles. Sometimes it has been held in high triumphant victory. Other times it has lain broken beside its dying owner. But after every defeat, it has always been reclaimed, reforged, and made stronger. Fade shear has passed through many hands before yours. Now it is your turn to make the demons of the Fade pay for crossing the veil into the waking world. What's going on? Aww. Sweet dreams.
I'll let you sleep.
No.